have you got for me today? I don't want them.
Excuse me?
I said, what have you got on Manning? Get that garbage away from me.
I haven't got anything yet. But I do have a plan.
I don't want to hear about a plan. I want action. I know damn well Todd Manning killed the Phillips girl. And this time, when he goes to prison, the only way he comes out is feet first. Now, whatever your plan is, it had better work. Remember, I am paying you to do a job.
You are investing in me because you knew I could deliver, so why don't you just back off and let me?
Well, just do it. Stop those pills.
I will, sir. Directly down your throat, if necessary. May I remind you that you were indisposed in the courtroom yesterday?
I had a slight pain in my arm, which was caused from seeing my son plead guilty to a crime I know he did not commit.
Nevertheless, your medication is not a matter of choice, unless you want to be hospitalized and have it administered by professionals.
Oh, for the love of... Anything to get you off my back.
You are paying me to do a job, sir.
And you do it with a vengeance, Nigel. I only hope Holden does the same.
Hey, Grandpa. There he is. Well, you look strong as an ox. How do you feel? You gave us a scare yesterday.
I feel fine. I'm gonna feel a lot better when I get Bo out of jail.
Well, we have some good news, though. Technically, your other grandson's a hero. Drew delivered a baby yesterday and saved its life.
No kidding. That boy's starting to shape up. That's a good thing. Buchanan's could use some decent press, and, you know, maybe I can talk to the mayor into giving him a citation. Oh, Kevin, you play this story up real big in the Banner.
I'm sorry, Grandpa. I can't do that.
Here it is. We ran an extra 10,000 copies. This is what you wanted, isn't it? Your orders were show no mercy. You're not enjoying this as much as I expected.
So what do you want from me, Briggs? You want me to get up on my desk? You want me to tap dance for you? You want me to give you a gold star? You want me to do the Macarena? Charlie Briggsy did a really great headline. Woo! Bo offed her 'cause he boffed her. Go away.
Hey, Charlie. Oh, is this the latest edition? Todd, I thought you were going to back off after Bo confessed. What's this?
Why would I back off?
Well, for Taya's sake.
Taya's out of the picture. Don't talk to me about Taya.
What do you mean? Your mother owns the paper, your father runs it. Whatever you decide to write, they will print.
Well, then I should say it this way. I don't want to write the story.
What is the matter with you, boy? This is family. So Drew came to it a little late, but he is a Buchanan through and through. He has Buchanan blood.
Oh, as opposed to Joey's, as opposed to mine?
I didn't imply that. Doesn't matter if you have the genes. It does matter because you have the attitude. You and Joey were brought up by a Buchanan. And that says to me, you understand the real meaning of one thing, the family.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that I like and respect everybody or trust everybody in this family.
I'm not asking you to be pals with Drew. I just want you to splash that deed of his across a few columns for the sake of his father. You like Bo, don't you? Your uncle? Well, do you two believe that crap about him killing that tramp?
No, I don't want to believe that.
Well, nice. That's the first smart thing you've said today. Now, Joey, take a stand. Don't you think your cousin should get some ink, especially if it'll help Bo?
Well, it's not my choice. But I have to admit, I mean, I didn't know he had it in him.
Hey, you see? If it wasn't Drew, it was somebody else. You'd cover the story, wouldn't you?
Covering the story is one thing, Grandpa. I'm talking about, this is, using the paper to benefit the family somehow? That's wrong.
You know something, I'll tell you. You remind me of one thing. You remind me of your old lady, Saint Victoria.
Whether Kev prints the story or not, what does it matter? I don't see how it could help when Bo's already confessed.
That's a lot of bull, and you know it. If my son said he did it for a good reason. Maybe it's his way of finding the guy that really did it. Even if he did take out that tart, so what? The little harpy deserved it. She was threatening his good name. Why should he have to pay for defending it?
What is that, the law according to the Buchanans?
The law, Joey, does not apply to the Buchanans. Anyhow, I'm working on another angle to get Bo out of this mess.
What angle?
2 words, Todd Manning.
You think Todd's involved in this?
With his flapping ears. He's the one who tipped off the police about the baseball bat being in Bo's Jeep, and I'd give 10 to 1 he planted it there.
Where'd you get this information?
The way you get your leads. A source. And if you're smart, you'll follow this angle. Of course, that means not using your job to help your family. You two excuse me now. I've got some work to do.
See you later. So, you gonna do it? You gonna write a puff piece about Drew?
Yeah, I'm gonna write a piece, but it's gonna be straight news. What do you think about Drew? You think he could have changed?
What, overnight? No. You think he could have murdered Georgie?
Maybe. Then again, so could have Todd. I mean, hell, it's worth looking into. Maybe get the jackpot and nail them both.
You know, you sound just like Grandpa sometimes.
I'm gonna decide later if I'm offended by that. Right now, I got a meeting.
Can I help you? Shut up, I know where I'm going. Well, you said this was business.
That does not, in and of itself, preclude hello.
Hello? What do you want?
It's family business, and I'm sorry that you're in a bad mood because I have a favor to ask you.
Well, go ahead. But I will not compromise my journalistic integrity.
Oh, you're so funny. What I have to ask you is not a joke.
Go on.
Look, you got your way. Bo confessed, all right? So I'm requesting that you back off on this steamroller coverage that you're giving the case and the Buchanans.
Why should I?
Well, why shouldn't you? What's the point in beating Bo when he's down?
Did you tell that to the judge? Did you say, please, judge, don't punish Bo. He feels really bad about bludgeoning that girl.
Todd, I know how you feel about most of the Buchanans, okay? But I also think you care a little bit about Joey and Jessica, and they're Buchanans too. So perhaps for their sakes, would you back off just a little?
What, and teach them the lesson that if they're Buchanans, they don't need to pay their dues like everybody else? Besides, Bo never went easy on me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon, but I think when there was a lot of public pressure on him to charge you with the rape of Barbara Graham after she was attacked, he resisted and he went out and he found the real
That's
attacker,
nonsense. You know what he did? He locked me up on some trumped-up charges, and he kept me there as a decoy from public pressure and from pressure from Congressman Graham. He had no evidence. He had no case. He had no charge.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late.
There she is. Come here, beautiful.
How are you?
Oh, good. How about you?
Great, thanks.
Easy on people? I hope you do. Snooping, what else? And it looks like I hit pay dirt. I don't know, maybe it'll be better with this new commissioner. What's his name? Sykes, I doubt it, though, because he's in Congressman Graham's back pocket. And you believe me, the Sun is going to get right on that as soon as there's a lull in this case. I suppose the Banner would think that it's in bad taste to go after the replacement commissioner. So what, do you just turn into somebody else if you don't get what you want?
What is wrong with you? Why are you in such a mood?
My sister just asked me to go easy on the killer.
Oh.
That irritates me.
Look, Todd, you've been proven right, at least if things are as they appear to be. You can afford to be a little magnanimous.
A little magnanimous. Can you be that?
Well, you're obnoxious even for you. I expected you to gloat, but if you keep rubbing it in, aren't you rubbing Taya's nose in it as well?
Yeah, well, nobody's got a better right to Taya's nose than me.
All right, it's Todd's credit card bill. He spends lots of money, so what?
Check out this little item.
Gas and Sip.
Know the place?
Yeah, it's a chain up and down the eastern seaboard. They sell lousy coffee.
Take a look at the date, see if it rings a bell.
April 25th. That's the day after Georgie was murdered.
Or after midnight, the night she was murdered. Why don't you take a look at the address?
Route 127, Waukesha, Pennsylvania.
Roughly 5 miles from Ace's Lodge.
Meaning what?
I know you're bright. Are you being purposely dense because you're in denial?
Why? Because Todd happened to gas up on Route 127 the night of the murder and what, took a little side trip to go bash Georgie Phillips' head in?
With a baseball bat, which he conveniently placed in Beau's car and conveniently found with you there to witness it.
I'm sorry, Max, but you have completely gone around the bend.
No, I think that I am onto something here.
Look, I know that you hate Todd. And wouldn't it be so convenient if he had committed the murder? Because everybody in this town hates Todd, and they love Beau. But it doesn't make sense, Max.
Why not?
But he doesn't have a motive, for one.
That we know of, yet. Opportunity?
You don't know that.
Yes, we do. We know he was in the vicinity of the murder, near the time of the murder. And he led you right to the bat, didn't he?
Well, it's obvious that we would have looked in Beau's car.
So obvious you'd think someone as smart as Beau wouldn't leave the bloody murder weapon sitting around like that.
I can't even believe that you're serious about this.
I can't believe this whole idea bothers you. If it turns out that Todd murdered Georgie and gets sent off to Statesville, you get full custody of Star, which is no more than you deserve.
Yeah, I would get custody of Star, and then one day have to tell her her father is a murderer.
What are you doing behind my desk?
What were you doing at the Gas and Sip the night of the murder?
I was getting gas and drinking coffee. That's what you do with the Gas and Sip. Okay, sometimes when I can't sleep, I take out one of my cars. You know that.
So you couldn't sleep the night that you proposed to Taya?
Did somebody deputize you when I went to the bathroom?
You're dodging my question,
No, you're dodging my
Todd.
question. What are you doing behind my desk? What are you doing pushing around my stuff?
You know, I have some questions when, when you just honed right in on that baseball bat in Beau's car, but I let that go. Now you want me to believe, just by coincidence, you happened to be near the lodge the night of the murder. Is that what you want me to believe?
Wait a second. What's the problem here? Look, you were with me when I found the bat. Beau's car was in the alley. We went to check it out. We found the bat. And I know... What's so sinister about that?
I don't know, Todd. You tell me.
And as for what I was doing, that I wasn't home with Taya and I was getting gas, that's between me and Taya. That's none of your business. Oh, come on. What, you really think that the Buchanans would tell me where they hole up for their weekly poker game? You think they'd invite me and send me directions? What are you looking at me like that for? Should never have trusted you, Blair. You're just like everybody else in this town. You're gonna turn your back on me, just like my lawyer, just like my sister, just like my wife.
So is it true what you said before, that Taya's out of the picture?
Let me draw a picture for you, all right? Taya's not here. She's gone, all right? Is that clear to you?
time for the relaxation tape Dr. Bullock recommended, sir.
What?
From the Stress Reduction Institute. Dr. Bullock suggested twice a day you find the time for this.
When did you become my nursemaid? I decide when I relax. Besides, all this fussing makes me very tense. Please, take that stuff away.
Maybe after you finish your cigar.
Asa Buchanan.
It's me. I've got something for you.
What is it?
Todd definitely was in the vicinity of the lodge the night of Georgie's murder.
It's the best news I've heard all week. Oh, you stay on this, you hear it? Night and day. Together, you and me, we're gonna tighten that noose around Manning's neck so tight his eyes are gonna pop out and the slime's gonna choke to death. Bye.
Well, Taya knows now that you pulled Bo's story for her.
Yeah, so what? Why would you do this to my
Well, because
sister?
I thought that that was the issue.
Well, it's not the issue, all right? It turns out that Taya doesn't want what she says she wants, and what she decides she wants on any given day is not something that I can give to her, so to hell with her.
I'm sorry, Todd.
Look, I'll give you a list of the things that I don't want. I don't want your sympathy. I don't want you asking me questions, and I don't want you going through my stuff. Now get out of my office. Go!
Fine!
You close that door.
I didn't think anybody'd be here.
Were you planning another break-in?
I gotta find Nora.
Why?
I need her. Is she here?
I thought you just said you didn't think she would be.
Is she here?
No. Well, you know, stuff has just been piling up since Georgie's. So I thought I'd help out. What's your excuse?
I need to talk to her. She hasn't been home since, you know, Dad confessed, and I thought maybe she'd be working on the case at Sam Rappaport's office, but she's not there either. Aren't you at least worried?
She's in Boston.
What's she doing there?
She and Sam don't believe that Bo was guilty. So they're going to find out some background information on Georgie's past.
We had a deal. We were going to come to Boston. We were going to talk to that college president that Bo wanted us to talk to. And if we agreed that he didn't give us anything that would clear Bo's name, then we were going to go and interview Georgie's parents. Well, he didn't, so we're going.
Right. Well, against Bo's wishes.
Are you reneging?
No, I'm not reneging. I'm hungry is what I am. I want lunch.
We passed 3 fast food restaurants.
I don't do fast food.
Fine, we'll eat. And then we're going to go see Georgie's parents.
I still think it's a bad idea.
You always taught me the importance of trusting your instincts, right?
Yeah, but that depends on the case.
My instincts told me to search Drew's duffel bag. In the duffel bag, I found his address book. In the address book, I found the address for Georgie's parents. And I just know, if we go to Georgie's parents, we're going to find evidence that's going to lead us right back to Drew.
That was the one thing Bo was adamant we not do.
I don't care about Bo's wishes. Bo didn't care about mine when he confessed. I will not stand by while Bo goes to prison for a crime that his son committed.
Even if it costs you your marriage?
You know, if the department would let me, I'd be right up there with Sam and Nora working to find the real killer.
Oh, come on. Bo was responsible for Georgie's death. He had an affair with her. He confessed.
He's lying. And it's time I tried to clear up why.
Oh, Drew, look. I know how you feel.
No, you don't. You don't know anything. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I do. I know how much you admire Bo. I know what it meant when you came back to town the way you did. You know, all those beautiful things that you were expressing in your graduation speech. But, you know, I think maybe you just gotta leave it alone.
I can't.
sometimes people make mistakes. They really don't mean to, but they do.
You know, you look exhausted.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you should get out of here. Go have some fun or something, you know?
Oh, gee, my mom's out of town, in case you haven't noticed. She doesn't have an assistant anymore, so someone has to do this.
Well, why don't you let me do it? I'm off duty. I can
control this, okay? I can do this. I'm sorry. I just need to do this. But I could really use your company.
Sure, love to.
I'm not twisting your arm, am I?
I mean it. Is that, Georgie's computer?
Yeah, why?
Must be kind of weird sitting in front of it, huh?
I have a confession to make. You know, I actually thought that you had an affair with Georgie.
Well, like you said, everybody makes mistakes.
I just wish I'd gone to my mother with my suspicions in the first place. Maybe none of this would have happened.
It's not your fault.
Oh. Nora Buchanan's office. Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Parker. My mom's out of town. Can I, take a message for you? Your husband will think about the plea bargain. Okay. Will do. Oh, plea bargain. RG's hearing was this afternoon. Oh, probably over. I'm late. I gotta go. Can you lock up for me?
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
Anytime.
Everything points to Drew. He admits to having a secret relationship with her. He admits to being at the lodge with her the night she was murdered. And he even admits to hitting her. I know that if we go to the Phillipses, we're going to find even more evidence that'll point right to Drew. You'll see.
I don't care about seeing. I don't work well on an empty stomach.
Fine, okay. I don't know what's the matter with the servant in this place.
Does this remind you of anything?
Am I talking about a case and you being preoccupied with food?
No, the whole thing. You know, being on the road, tracking somebody down, playing good cop, bad cop back and forth all day long, and then kind of winding up the day in a bar, having a burger and maybe a game of darts.
Yeah.
You know, this place even kind of looks like Hal's, you know. Best burger in Chicago's Hal's. I wonder if her burgers are as good.
Christine's burgers are the biggest and the best in the country. And I ought to know, because I'm Christine.
Well, then, Christine, I'll tell you what. We'd like 2 big, juicy ones. I like mine bloody rare with some sauteed onions. And she will have a medium burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, right? Right.
Coming up.
Thank you very much. Nora, I really wish that the college president was our man. With a couple of 100 witnesses to swear that he was attending a conference on ethics, Nora, hey, we'll clear Bo. I promise you that.
That's not it.
What?
It's them. It's her.
She's pregnant.
I don't know, maybe things would have been different if Bo and I had had a baby, you know? Asa wanted me to have a baby. He came to me and asked me to have one before it was too late. He wanted an heir. Maybe if I'd had a baby, Bo wouldn't have chosen Drew over me.
Hey, he did nothing of the sort.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He loves you, Nora. Even I see that.
Yeah, he loves me. He wouldn't have confessed. He cared more about protecting Drew than he did about keeping me.
Nora, Drew is his son.
Yes, and I'm his wife, but I'm not the mother of his child. talked about having babies.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
Okay, now. We just talked about it, but I never thought that...
Look.
I mean, well, I still could.
Stop. Just stop. Kids are not the glue that hold a marriage together. Believe me, I know that for a fact. Love, trust, loyalty, those are the things that hold a marriage together, and you and Bo had that.
We had that. I stood in that jail cell, and I begged him not to destroy our lives. It was like I wasn't even there, Sam.
He was thinking of his son.
I know. That's my point. You know, it's easy to understand why I thought that Georgie and Bo were having an affair.
I'm sorry, what are you getting at?
Appeal, you know. Desire. Youth. You don't know what it was like when she walked into Rachel's party wearing the same dress I was wearing.
Nora, come on.
Oh, I made jokes about the fact that I could fill it out better than her, you know. Problem was, I was filling it out in a lot more places than I cared to admit. There she was in her very young, lean body and her too taut skin all over her face. I'm not getting any younger, see.
Good for you.
What?
The world would be a much emptier place if it didn't have the seasoned and experienced Nora Gannon.
Stop.
No. I'm not going to stop because I'm on a roll now and I'm talking about something that I believe in and care about a great deal, so you're going to have to put up with me. You are the most beautiful woman I ever met, but your beauty is not what defines you. And you are a very, very feminine woman, but the ability to bear children is not what defines you. Nora, you have power. You're a force. I know, I can vouch for this. I mean, believe me, every laugh line I got in my face is because of you. But the truth is you also mapped out my heart, north and south. So I don't ever want to hear you tear yourself down again. Not in front of me. Not ever. You know, the trouble with babies, the only trouble...
They grow up to be teenagers.
I'm sorry. Really, I promised I wouldn't make it personal, and I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. You know me.
And you know me. You know exactly what to say to make me remember who I am. Because you remember who I was. Thank God you're here with me. I don't know what I'd do.
Oh, no. Don't get all mushy on me, okay? Your nose gets all red.
It does not.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Thank you. Thank you. Really. I guess there's something to be said for having a past.
You know, the fact that I know you so well and still like you says an awful lot about my character, don't you think?
Oh, get lost. So how about it, huh? Little darts?
No.
I've been practicing.
Really? I like a challenge. Okay. You're on. Okay. All right, Stinger. Here you go.
For beast?
I beg your... Excuse me, ma'am. There's a line back here.
Oh,
people throw from this line. I haven't eaten lunch yet. What do you want from me?
Okay.
Go. God, I wonder who that was. Maybe Drew?
That was Georgie.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about who that was.
Don't. Do you concede?
Excuse me. You know, it occurs to me that maybe... What if Drew's telling the truth?
You missed your target there, Counselor.
Excuse me, I got just as close as you did. Now, the fact is What a foe. He's right on the money. I mean, this is all part of his plan. This is... Ooh.
He would have scored more points if he had shared it with his wife.
Yeah.
Well, Christine's burgers are definitely the biggest, but are they the best?
Not quite up to Hal's standards, huh?
I don't know. You tell me.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been there in years.
What are you talking about? You lived in that place.
Yeah, well, so did you. But... And then Lindsay hated the place, so I never went there, and then I just kind of... I got out of the habit of going.
You mean I cost you your favorite hamburger joint? Did I cost you your marriage, too?
Huh. Don't flatter yourself.
Lily's Mensa, I've never asked you about her.
Lindsay, well... You know, you may not find this hard to believe, but she reminded me of you. An awful lot. She's beautiful and talented. Had one hell of a temper.
Did you love her?
Well, she is the mother of my children. And, the fact is, she didn't really have an easy time of it. You know, the more and more my career took off, well, I just spent less and less time at home. After a while, I think Lindsay kind of started to accept invitations to these A-list parties and these gatherings to these movers and shakers just so she'd know where I'd be for dinner.
So she sacrificed her art for her marriage?
Well, she continued to produce for a while, you know, but it was a far cry from the major career that she was headed for.
Did she regret it?
Well, I don't think so. Not as long as she could make me pay for it. Look, don't get me wrong. I don't begrudge her a cent. Fact is she did give up her career to promote mine, and she raised our kids, and we have 2 beautiful kids because of her.
You obviously still care about her.
Well, I've been responsible for her for 17 years. That's why she's in a panic right now, see. Alimony's coming to an end.
What about the kids?
Our daughter is just like her mother. She's beautiful and really sweet. And I'm hoping she follows me into the field of law.
Rappaport and Rappaport.
Mm-hmm.
And Rappaport?
Well, I don't know now. Will is 17.
Ooh, there's a whole lot of testosterone between the two.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have our, the fact is, sometimes it's tough, but sometimes it's real tough. But truth is, I'd jump in front of a moving train for my boy.
That's why you don't look at Beau and Drew as just a client and his son. You have a lot of empathy for him, don't you?
Well, what can I say? I am one dad who loves his boy.
Can I get you and your wife anything else?
Deal is a deal, Sam.
Yeah, but Georgie's folks disowned her. I mean, they probably haven't heard from her in years.
Let's let them tell us that.
But they didn't even come to claim the body. They wouldn't even do that.
We're going to go see them.
Look, are you really willing to lose your marriage just to get it true?
I feel like my marriage is already lost, Sam. Besides, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Phillipses will put us in another direction other than Drew.
Yeah, give me a ticket for your next flight to Boston, please.
Okay, so maybe the Phillipses have never even heard of Drew. But maybe Georgie said something to them that we can use to connect Drew to her murder.
Fine, I know that. So here's the place. Hold on here. Come on. I mean, these people didn't even care enough about their own daughter to claim the body. Nor they may slam the door in your face.
Well, if they do, it might fall off its hinges.
Look, they probably won't even answer the door. You know what I mean? Look at this place. I mean, the newspapers haven't been collected. The mailbox was jammed full.
Just our luck. This place is a dump.
Right. Nora, please.
They could be gone for days, and in that time, Bo will be sentenced to Statesville. We can find things in there, maybe a letter or a photograph or something.
No, obtained illegally, right? Stuff you can't use in a court of law. Now, come on. You want to wind up in the jail cell right next to Bo, you know, for breaking and entering?
You know what? Why don't you just stay out here and look the other way? I'm doing this for my husband.
Can I help you folks?
We were looking for the Phillipses. I wonder if you could tell me, do you know when they'll be back?
When the money runs out, probably. They won $5 grand in the state lottery and took off for Maine in a busted up old camper. If it gets that far. You friends of theirs?
Yeah.
Well, not exactly. What my wife means is that we are friends of friends. And we found out that they were selling the place, and we thought we'd come by and take a look.
I wouldn't know. They keep pretty much to themselves. Fact is, they're a little weird.
Surprise, surprise. We don't even know if we're at the right Phillipses. Do they have a daughter named Georgie?
I haven't seen her in a couple of years.
You know what? I think we'll just leave them a note then.
Suit yourself. But I don't know why a nice couple like you would be interested in a place like this. I live right down the road if you have any other questions.
Thank you very much.
Fred Scalera.
Mark and Jane, Feldner.
Feldner, huh?
Yeah.
I knew a boy in grammar school named Feldner.
Well, we probably went to different schools together. Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
You wanted to buy this house? You couldn't come up with anything better than that,
Well,
Mark?
I didn't see you coming up with anything better, Jane.
Well, I guess we can't go snooping anymore.
Well, it's just as
Now that
well.
Fred is down the street keeping an eye on us.
So I'll write a note, all right? I told him I was going to write a note. I'll write a note.
Pay up or repossess your satellite dish?
Yeah, why not? I'll set it up on the roof. It's brand new. And he said they spent all their lottery money on their vacations.
A regular Sherlock Holmes.
Elementary.
Sam,
What?
this package was sent from my office.
What?
I didn't send it. Oh, my word. It's postmarked the same day that Georgie was murdered.
Max just stopped by to take me to dinner, so let's go, Max.
Okay. Oh, don't bother going to the palace, you know, because your credit's no good there. Of course, Blair could pay. My credit, of course, is fine, but you know that, don't you, Blair? I even pay somebody to make sure all my bills are paid on time.
Well, then maybe we should just go to the gas and sip, huh?
Come on, Max, let's go. Am I interrupting?
Need a light?
I don't smoke.
Well, go not smoke somewhere else.
Oh, if you can tell me where I can find Blair.
She's out with the last of the big-time spenders. It's probably all-you-can-eat wings night down at Brody's.
Oh, that sounds like a Todd Manning kind of meal. Eat with your fingers, wipe the grease off on the coffee of the sun. Yeah, it's good for that.
Take it that's a dig.
Oh, quick as ever.
You know, I've been wiping the floor with the banner since Georgie got herself killed.
When you're right, you're right. You have been one step ahead of all of us. Everyone, since this case started. How did you manage that?
You know how it is. When you're hot, you're hot.
I mean, you seemed to know that that murder weapon was going to be found in Beau's car almost before the police did.
That's the name of the game.
Well, you probably did know it was going to be there because you planted it there yourself.
We're opening this.
Excuse me, that's a federal offense.
It's my own mail. Well, it was mailed from my office, but...
There is something so fishy about this.
I don't care. This could be the break that we needed. It's from Georgie. Dear Mom and Dad, if you're reading this, you must know I'm dead. I asked a friend to mail this if anything ever happened to me. Maybe you don't care, but there could be money in it for you, so keep reading. My boyfriend probably killed me. He comes from rich people. I met him a couple of years ago in Landview, Pennsylvania. He'd had a rough life and his family was being rotten to him, so we had a lot in common. He wanted to get back at them, especially his dad and his stepmother, who was a lawyer. He asked me to help him. And I did because I loved him, and later because I was scared of him. He threatened to kill me if I messed things up. He's a pretty violent temper.
Go on.
I thought we just wanted to get some money out of his old man, and we'd split town and live the good life, but then I realized he was going to dump me. And he just wanted to use me to destroy his folks. So I decided to skip town and live the good life. Skip town and leave Drew holding the bag. If he finds out, he'll try to stop me. Permanently. I don't have much to live for, but I don't want him to get away with it. Please show this to Nora and Buchanan. They're in Landview. They'll know what to do with it. I couldn't send it to them because I was afraid Drew would get hold of it. I hope they're okay. Tell them I said that, please. I don't want them to hate me. I know what I did was wrong. If you're reading this, I paid for it with my life. And Drew Buchanan should pay, too. If there's any justice, he'll spend the rest of his life in prison. Like Georgie. He did it. I know he did it. He did it.
No. Not so fast, baby.
P.S. Drew forced me to make the enclosed videotape for his blackmail plan. It's the proof that Nora and Beau will need. To prove what I said is true. It's proof.
Are you sure that this is the place that Todd went to that night?
This is the only gas and sip on Route 127 in Waukesha. What do you think? 5 miles from Ace's Lodge?
Howdy.
Want gas?
Yeah, sure. How about $10 on pump number 2?
Do you get much business around here these days?
Some.
I want to ask you something. Do you recognize this guy right here? Maybe a couple of months ago, he filled up a tank of gas. This guy.
Nope.
It's, really important. He's my ex-husband.
Owes you alimony or something? Let me see that.
This guy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you recognize the bozo?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Fancy Pants. Wanted to use the washroom. Tracked mud all over the place. Took me half an hour to mop up. Idiot. Must have been slopping around in the woods that night.
I could sue you for saying that.
How?
It's not libel because I didn't print it. It's not slander because there's no one here but you and me.
Okay. So what's your point?
Well, I'm just curious. Did you plant that bat in Beau's car?
Why don't you ask your cousin Blair? She was there when I found it.
Whose idea was it to look in the car?
Hers.
Is that what Blair's gonna say? I doubt it.
Well, then it's just her word against mine.
Oh, come on, Todd. When did you get this bright idea to use Blair to cover your tracks? Before or after you murdered Georgie Phillips?
Get out.
Oh, knock it off. I am just working on a hypothesis.
No, I don't need to stand here and listen to your garbage. Get the hell out of my office.
Oh, Todd, you're gonna have to face these questions eventually, especially if we bring them up in the banner. Like, why didn't you look anywhere else for that bat? Beau's house, his locker at the country club?
Get out.
I'm going. But according to my source...
I'll kill Blair. I will.
Oh, come on. She is not my source.
Fine, then, Kevin. You tell Kevin to lay off or he'll regret it.
Tell him myself. In person.
Hi, Drew.
Hi.
This can't be easy for you.
What do you mean?
Well, charges against your father, the fact that he might go to prison.
He's not going anywhere.
I'm sure there'll be an appeal, but Beau did confess.
No, he's innocent.
Listen, no matter what happens, you've earned the respect of a lot of people in this town, including me, and that's as a friend and as a pastor. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And there's Kelly, who's been through a lot the past year, and it didn't defeat her. It made her stronger. It taught her how to forgive.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. As a matter of fact, Kelly's on her way over here. We meet once a week. Why don't you join us?
No, I can't. Thank you, but I can't.
Right already, don't bang down my door. Listen, we're closed. We're setting up for a private party.
I'm sure you are, but you know, all I really need is use your videotape machine for a few minutes, just for this. I'll tell you what. See, I'm a casting director, and the fact is I just need to use your machine for a couple of minutes. I'd use the one at the hotel, but I can't because we checked out. Please, this could be this kid's big break.
Great. I did some acting myself before this place came along. Come on.
Oh, yeah, good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Casting directors?
Is this somebody's audition?
Kinda.
Oh, I gotta see this. What do you guys cast? Porno flicks? Isn't that you?
Yeah, it's, she was reading with the actor.
I don't see any reading going on there. Nobody had to read with her.
Oh, my God.
Shut it off.
That's how she did it. That's how she did it. Drew was running the camera while she was in our bed. Oh, no. He didn't do it. I believed him. I did. I believed him.
I know.
Sam.
It's good to have proof in black and white.
Hey, I hope the right person gets the part. Good luck.
Thank you. And what are you going to do with that tape?
I'm giving it to Hank.
You know what'll happen.
Yes, I know what'll happen. I don't care. I don't want Beau going to Statesville for a crime that his son committed.
I understand. It's just I don't like it. I don't like it at all. This is too easy. You understand, the package in the mail and then a letter along with it explaining everything?
I don't care. If it clears Beau, I don't care.
What if it's a setup?
By whom?
I don't know. But in my experience, evidence doesn't just fall into your lap like this.
Sam, if a man is drowning, you don't question who made the life preserver.
Nora, you are not thinking clearly. If this is a setup, and you turn this tape in, you could lose your marriage to Bo.
Open up. Anything you need?
Oh, other than the obvious, yeah. Sorry.
That's all right. You got a minute?
Oh, yeah, I'm just sitting around here waiting to be sentenced for murder, so sure.
Look, I know this is highly irregular, but I'd like your opinion on something. Jorge Gonzalez and Rita Brown are in line for promotions.
Well, Rita will make one heck of a detective, so she should take the test. And Jorge, really missing out there on the beat. He's valuable, but I think he deserves a promotion and a commendation, so.
Good. Good. Well, you certainly know your people.
Well, they're your people now, so take good care of them.
Yeah, I will. I will. You know, it's funny. None of them seem to think that you're capable of murdering a young girl.
Well, you know, sometimes things just, I don't know, they get out of control.
Commissioner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The DA needs to see you immediately.
Thanks.
No problem.
What's up?
Seems like something big.
What time was it?
Had to be after midnight. It was the end of my shift. He just barged in here and said he was running out of gas. I went out to fill up his fancy Italian sports car, but it only needed a few gallons. I figured he was just interested in using the John. That kind of guy never thinks about using the woods, especially for something like that. No, they're only interested in messing up my nice, clean floor.
Yeah. What does he care, huh? Listen, you've been a lot of help, Mr.
Otis.
Oh.
Want me to check your oil?
Yeah, sure. That's it, we nailed him.
Oh, come on. It's not like we saw Todd with the bloody bat in his hand.
Oh, just as good? He had to come in and wash the mud off?
Todd is the killer. buddy.
Hey.
Well, the charges have been dropped. You're free to go.
Why?
There's another suspect.
It's not enough, Hank. You'd have to have hard evidence.
We do. They're about to make an arrest.
Where did this evidence come from? Drew Buchanan. You're under arrest for the murder of Georgie Phillips. Cuff him. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney and to have the attorney present during questioning.
Hello?
Get down to the police station, find out what's going on.
Well, I was told that nothing was going on there this afternoon.
Well, go find out. What are you and Holden doing poking around my desk?
What?
What? You think I don't know when somebody's been messing around with my papers, sticking their hands and their noses where they don't belong? This is true, isn't it?
What is it with you and that desk of yours, Todd?
Well, now it's wired with explosives to discourage nosy employees.
Well, that's lovely.
Yeah, and I'd hate to have to try and explain to Star that her mother got blown to bits because she couldn't keep her nose out of her boss's business.
What are you hiding, Todd, huh? What are you hiding in your desk?
You just stay away. It's not enough I got Buchanans crawling trying to... I'm starting to think you're one of them, Blair.
Well, let me tell you something. I am not a Buchanan. I'm your ex-wife and the mother of your child. What's bothering you anyway?
This conversation.
Look, Todd, if you've got a problem, why don't you just tell me what it is?
My problem is people have been messing around with my desk. Now get down to the police station, find out what's going on with this stupid story, and stay out of my office. It's about time.
Sorry, I'm late. I was in Boston on the case.
So you're back with the Buchanans. That's great.
Well, that's not exactly the response I expected from you.
No, you got to use their influence now to try and get those pit bulls off my back.
Well, I don't think they're going to be after you anymore. They've released Bo.
No, Bo was denied bail.
No, they've released Bo. They dropped all charges against him.
I knew this was going to happen.
When are you going to tell me what's going on? You're going after Drew, aren't you?
Look, Bo, you confessed to a murder that you didn't commit. And you're lucky it didn't count as perjury, because you were not under oath. But don't let them throw obstruction of justice at you now.
Yeah, okay. Just give it to me without a lot of bull, Hank, please.
Okay, fine. We issued a warrant for Drew's arrest.
Why? You did this, didn't you? You found something on Drew, you took it to Hank.
We found a letter that Georgie wrote explaining everything.
What?
And a videotape of you and me in bed. And of Georgie in our bed by herself. She did that fancy morphine thing. It's exactly what we thought. She replaced me with her, which is exactly what she wanted.
And you took all of this to Hank.
They prove that Drew conspired with Georgie to blackmail you, and they prove that Drew killed her.
No. They prove my motive. She created a lie with a lot of high technology, all right? I made her pay for that.
Will you stop it? You've got the truth sitting right in your face. Why can't you accept it?
Because I am responsible for this whole mess. Don't pin this on somebody else.
The evidence says otherwise, Bo. Now, when Nora and Sam brought the material to me, we had no other choice but to issue a warrant.
Then unissue it, please. Just drop it, Hank.
Sorry, buddy. They probably already picked them up.
I explained to you what I was trying to do. I wanted to confess so I could buy Drew some more time. And the one thing I asked you not to do, that's what you did. What were you thinking?
I was thinking that I love you. And that you were going to get sentenced to Statesville for the rest of your life for a murder which your son committed.
No, he didn't do it. You had no right.
You had no right to make a unilateral decision about taking the rap for Drew. That affected both of our lives, and you never even concerned yourself with that. You didn't give one thought to our marriage.
And you did? Even when I told you what I wanted?
This is about both of us here. We're both in this. You made an instinctive choice to protect your son. That's fine. That's just fine. But you haven't known Drew any longer than I have, basically. And it's painfully clear that his behavior does not warrant your protection.
That's not your call to make.
Isn't it? Isn't this my marriage, too?
Oh, yeah. But he's not your son.
That's a low blow.
If Drew were our son, would you look for evidence on him? Would you want to see him spend the rest of his life in prison? It wasn't a low blow. No, that was the whole point. I know you'd risk everything to save Rachel. You wouldn't be rushing to see her behind bars.
Bo, please tell him he's making a mistake.
Dad, I'm sorry for what I did.
Don't say another word, all right? That is not a confession, do you understand?
Nothing Drew said or is saying now is why he's here. Bo, there's a ton of physical evidence.
Yeah, but it's all bogus, circumstantial, or both.
He dug up a ring that he buried at Georgie's grave. The crest matched bruises that we found on the victim.
Georgie Phillips could make a lie out of anything. The thing to do right now is to get that tape and that letter to the lab, ASAP. I want to know everybody who ever touched that.
No, Dad.
Drew just gave delivery to a baby, okay? He wouldn't kill anyone. He couldn't.
Let it go.
No, shut up, Drew,
No,
now.
I'm the one who killed Georgie.
Drew!
We were setting him up. And then things went wrong when I got her pregnant, and when she said she was going to tell you everything, I killed her to shut her up.
That is not admissible.
It is, and I want him to take the blame for it.
Get him out of here, right now.
I planted the bat in his car, and I switched the blood samples to the DNA lab. I did everything. Come on, book me.
No!
No! Listen to me. I know what's going on here. I know you've changed. I know you didn't kill Georgie.
Let's go. Get him out of here.
No, Drew, come on. Drew!
Why were you so sure that the charges against Bo wouldn't stick?
Because he's a Buchanan. He's part of Landview's Teflon clan.
Well, that's a nice theory, smart guy, but the fact is the whole clan is not non-stick.
Well, what are you trying to say?
They've issued a warrant to bring in Drew Buchanan.
Drew? Wow, but I thought...
What did you think?
Well, I knew they'd get him out of this, but I didn't think that they'd pin it on one of their own. Unless this was Bo's plan all along. I mean, Drew did leave Landview last year under kind of a big, dark cloud. No, they're just stalling. They're setting a trap.
For whom?
For me.
Ah, the paranoids are after you again?
No, I'm not paranoid. Okay, maybe I am paranoid, but that doesn't mean that I'm wrong. It doesn't mean that they're not all out to get me.
All?
Yeah, everyone. Somebody gets a splinter in this town, they blame me. Any problem that happens, it's my fault. Women, they take their children, they cross the street when they see me coming. I'm the devil itself. I'm evil incarnate. I have a right to be paranoid, Sam.
Yeah, okay, explain everyone to me.
Everyone? What, my wife, my former wife, even my sister, Asa, barged in here, flat out accused me of planting a baseball bat.
Did you?
Well, you see, there you go.
Did you?
It was where I found it.
Fine. All right, now they've released Bo, but what else are you ticked off about?
That's another thing. You know, you do one decent thing, right? But if you don't tell everybody about it before you do it, they just misconstrue it as some kind of a crime.
Hold on here. Now, what decent thing is this we're talking about now?
I paid for Georgie Phillips' burial.
What?
Well, so what?
Why? Why did you do that?
Why not? I don't know. Somebody had to. Look, Sam, I die today. There's nobody that would bury me. I tried to do the right thing. What? What are you looking at me like that for?
Kind of moved, Boomer. I'm listening, really, I am.
No, you're not. You're trying to find a way to use this against me, just like Kevin. And now to top it all off, I got Blair.
What about Blair? Boomer, what does Blair have on you?
This better be good, because I was watching jackboot kickboxing.
Mac,
You know, come on.
look what I found
What do I have
in
to see?
Todd's
Gloves. That's very nice.
trash at the Sun.
Trash at the Sun isn't a
Yes.
little redundant?
What?
There's blood on these gloves.
That's unfair.
Why? I confessed to protect him. You dug up evidence to incriminate him.
Well, somebody had to find the truth.
You don't even know the truth. This kid was 1 month into what may well have been a brilliant career in law enforcement. Now, he's locked up in a jail cell.
You're still maintaining he's innocent?
Is that a proper question from an attorney who's offered to defend him? Yeah, just for the record, yes, he's innocent. He was trying to keep me out of Statesville.
Well, it's the very least he could do.
Well, he is innocent. And now he's on his way to Statesville. Now, how could you do that to him? How could you do that to me?
I told you.
No, I don't even want to talk about
Bo!
it. Really? No, I'm tired. I'm really tired of you judging everybody in this.
Me?
That's what you've done since this whole mess started.
I never judged you. I stood by you. I believed in you.
You believed in me? You also believed in that fake photograph that Georgie came up with. You believed in her fake diary. You're on your way to Chicago, and now you believe Drew is guilty.
He even said he was.
Oh, so you're just helping things along. Is that it?
I'm sorry that you don't understand what I did. But you know what? I'd do it again. Because I don't want to spend the rest of my life without you.
It may well be the way it ends up.
Well, don't get me wrong, Sykes. I am damn glad Bo is out. But you're making one gigantic mistake if you think my grandson killed that little tramp.
Mr. Buchanan, would you calm down?
I am calm.
Look, no one's convicted Drew, okay? We had just cause to arrest him. Now, why don't we just let justice take its course? Okay?
Oh, we both know how well that goes, don't we? Besides, you're under Congressman Graham's thumb. He put you here to get my son. When you couldn't do that, you went after Drew.
Graham doesn't pay my salary.
No, but he sure helped get it bumped up, didn't he, huh? Hmm? You and that Rappaport are going to defend Drew.
I'm going to say something once clearly for you, Asa, so you understand. Your grandson put my marriage in grave jeopardy, and I will not reward him by defending him.
Whoa! Where's your family loyalty?
Ask Bo.
Todd, I think you know by now that you can count on me no matter what. But I do think you're wrong about Vicky and about Taya.
No, listen, forget about them. You would defend me.
Against what?
Well, if something happened, you know, you would be my lawyer. You would stand up for me if I was on trial.
Excuse me, do you honestly think they're going to come after you for Georgie's murder? I mean, why?
Never mind. You know, I'm not going to give the Buchanans or anybody else another reason to think that I'm some kind of a homicidal maniac.
Excuse me. Rappaport.
Hi.
Where are you?
At the police station.
What's going on?
Well, it's all happening. Drew's been arrested, Bo's been released. Everything's falling apart right on schedule. Can you meet me at your office?
Sure. Yeah. What were you about to tell me?
I wasn't telling you anything. I was just asking you a few things. So what'd you just find out?
That Drew has been arrested. Look, tell me, why would anyone possibly come after you? What am I supposed to defend you against? What are you talking about?
I just want to make sure that I can count on you in a jam.
You can count on me in a jam, okay? I have to go now. Bye.
Bye. Briggs! Guess who? Got a new headline for you. Baby Boy Blue, pinch hits for Pop. Yeah, I know. Can you believe it? Guess they're just trying to keep it all in the family. I gotta go.
I hate the fact that Bo was ready to take the rap for that little creep. And if Georgie had to reach out from the grave to give me the evidence that I needed, then that works for me.
I know it does, but it blinds you to the fact that there's something hinky about this tape. I'm telling you, there's a third party involved here somewhere.
Drew was planning this from the moment he left town last year.
What? Get revenge on Bo?
Absolutely. He hooked up with Georgie, sicked her on Bo, and then when he had no longer any use for her, he killed her.
Right, from the grassy knoll, right?
It's fits, Sam. It's perfect, right on down to the police academy. I mean, what better way to make your commissioner father proud of you? And how do you get in your father's good graces so quickly? What really burns me, Bo fell for it.
Don't do this to me, Drew. You don't owe me anything. I know you're framing yourself right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is no time for games. Look, I can discredit that video and the letter, but you got to tell Hank and Sykes that you were upset. You didn't know what you were saying.
You just can't stand to think I did this, can you? You know what? Everything Georgie said in that letter was true.
Georgie never wrote a letter.
It doesn't matter. I don't care what you think anymore anyway. I don't know, all that stuff about coming back here and making you proud of me, just to lure you in.
You know, I wasn't around when you were growing up. But I know you well enough to know you're lying right now.
You don't know me at all. You never did.
You were covering for me just like I covered for you. Admit it.
Guard!
Fine. Clam up. Bill Sykes with a bunch of lies. Doesn't really matter anyway. Because I'm gonna find whoever really killed Georgie.
Hey, Bo. Did he say anything different?
Hank, I know he didn't kill Georgie.
Well, you know the evidence demands that I charge him.
Just do what you have to do, buddy.
Listen, Bo. You got a real tough time ahead of you. Now, you had your friends and your family. They were out there. They rallied for you, and you were the one stuck in that jail cell. You're gonna need those same friends and family to help your kid.
What's your point?
Nora's part of that family, Bo. Don't let this thing get out of hand.
Nora, you gotta give Bo time. It's his son. He's in pain. Just give him time.
Oh, believe me, he can have all the time in the world as far as I'm concerned.
You know, I wouldn't expect Bo to thank you for getting him out.
I never expected that, believe me.
If I were you, I would reconsider Ace's request that you represent Drew.
Why?
Because I think it would go a long way towards winning back Bo's trust. And I think once you represent Drew, you'll see that there's no possible way he could have killed Georgie.
Oh, yeah? Then who did?
Check this out.
This is fabulous.
Wait. You're gonna run that? What do you mean? Of course I'm gonna run it. You bet. Well, wait. Drew is already behind bars. The evidence pointing to Todd is pretty sketchy. So what? I mean, this is a scoop. It's a story. Besides, you know, what's really sweet about it is we got the noose around Todd's neck. Of course I'm gonna run the story. Anybody got a problem with it? They know where they can find me.
Damn monkey suit.
Would you just stop fidgeting?
Rather be thrown to a pack of wolves and wear one of these things.
You can't do that. You can't poison wolves, Asa. They're an endangered species. There you go. Besides, I wouldn't want you torn to shreds until after you paid me.
You mean more. Don't forget to add that word. Pay you more.
Well, what I have on Todd is big.
Yeah. We had a firm deal. Now, do you want to be lumped with the likes of Welsh's and flesh peddlers?
Sure. You want to clear your grandson?
Dumb question. Of course I do. This thing has gone too far as it is. That sleaze Manning is trying to make Drew the fall guy.
Well, then, do you want what I have on Todd, or don't you? This is extra special, so it's worth extra pay.
Tell me what you got. I'll be the judge of that.
No, not yet, no. No, I'm not done with this yet. We got a long way to go. Blair and I are still reeling Todd in.
You rang, boss?
You got a big mouth, Blair.
Oh. Well, it's nice to see you too, Todd.
Don't play innocent with me. You were blabbing to Cassie.
What?
Cassie was snooping around here yesterday, and she ratted you out.
Oh, would you just get a... I don't even know what you're talking about.
This is about the bat, Blair. The bloody baseball bat that we found in Beau's buggy, Blair.
So?
So, suddenly, the anonymous tip isn't so anonymous.
Don't look at me.
Why not? You and I are the only people in this whole world that know that I'm the one that tipped off the police.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I didn't tell Cassie, and if she told you that I... Oh, come. She didn't tell you anything, did she? What's your problem?
The problem is now I'm being accused of planting the baseball bat.
Really? Did you?
You wish.
Oh, I don't know what you're so in a tizzy about. They arrested Drew Buchanan, and nobody's accusing you, are they?
What were you and Holden snooping around for?
I already told you.
Yeah, right. You were having a tryst.
He just came to pick me up.
Oh, yeah. That's hard to do.
Oh.
You got a thing for my office, don't you? Me and Briggs saw you and Holden coming out of here a while back. You remember that?
You hiding something?
Maybe something is missing.
Oh. So that's what all of this is about.
Nothing important.
Oh, really? You sure are acting quite concerned for nothing important.
I told you before, I don't like people going through my stuff. I don't want anything taken.
Like what?
You tell me.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see, is it, you want me to guess here? Is it bigger than a bread box?
Very funny.
Is it, valuable?
No.
Sentimental?
No.
Oh. You accusing me?
Should I be?
Are you gonna tell me what it is, Todd? Come on.
I don't want you. I don't want anybody snooping around my desk, Blair. Whoever's doing it better watch their back.
You, pretty nervous about all of this, aren't you?
What, me nervous?
Well, whatever it is that you lost, Todd, I can tell it was very important to you.
Go away.
Thank you. Hi, Blair.
Hello, Vicky. You look lovely today.
Thank you.
You go away, Blair. You here to snoop, too?
Me? Snoop? No. I came to invite you to Jessica's graduation party at the country club tonight.
Really? You look like you're here to sell me an ice cream.
Oh, that's so funny. Jessie wants you there. So do I.
Well, let me see. Kevin will be there, right? Clint. The tall guy, what's his name? Asa. Beau may even be there now that he's got his son to take his place at the jailhouse. No. Thank you, no.
Hey, John. I've been busting my hump trying to find who really killed Georgie, all right? And I'll tell you, it'd be a lot easier if I had my job back as commissioner, so what's up?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it Graham? Is he gumming up the works?
Look, I called the minute that you got out, and he hasn't returned my call, so I don't know. But look, this is a reinstatement, you know. There's a lot of red tape.
A lot of politics. Just give it to me straight, okay? What's the problem?
I'll let the two of you be alone, but to answer your question, I honestly don't know.
What question?
Nothing. What are you doing here?
What do you think? I tried to stay away. We need to talk.
I know.
Well, it's a little hard to talk when you don't come home. Where were you last night, Beau?
I was at Ace's.
Thanks for the call. I didn't sleep at all last night. Be honest, Beau. You ever coming home?
Rappaport. Yeah, we need you. It's important. Would you excuse me? Sure, we got to discuss some parenting.
I'll call you, maybe.
Some other time.
Yes, some other time.
Hello, Asa.
We need you to defend Drew. Now, that boy's gotten into his share of trouble before, but not this kind of trouble.
Whoa. Wait a minute, guys. I'm sorry here, but Bo and Nora are at each other's throats as it is, and believe me, I am not getting in the middle of that.
I don't think this is the time
To talk or to come home?
to come home.
Were you working all night?
Yeah, I was mostly, yeah.
And then you went to Ace's?
This isn't just a little misunderstanding.
Oh, believe me, I know. It's burned into my brain. You know, for weeks, I have slept alone when I've slept. I have wanted you. I have missed you so much. And you go to Ace's? Did he miss you? Did he want you? Did he call your name out in the middle of the night? Sorry. I didn't want to go there. Why? Why do you still believe Drew? He had a relationship with Georgie that he kept secret from us. He was up at the lodge with her the night that she was murdered. He even admits to hitting her. The trail of evidence against him is a mile long.
I'm giving my son the benefit of the doubt. Can you comprehend that?
What I comprehend is that your son means more to you than our marriage. That a guilty man means more to you than I do. Do you want out? Is that what this is all about?
I really needed you, and you weren't there.
So you want out? Just hail and fare thee well. I thought our marriage meant something to you.
Our marriage meant everything to me. Everything. It's not just the fact that you weren't there. You turned my son in.
I told the truth about him.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
I'm never gonna let you go.
You don't get to choose.
Don't bet on it.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just take me to see my son.
I'm sorry, Bo. I can't do that.
Why not? What's the problem?
Drew was very clear about this. He doesn't want to see you.
Thanks.
The Manning headline. It's confirmed. Well, she's not here, is she? All right, I'll take the heat. Thank you. Okay.
My hero.
Mel?
What?
What?
It's your skin. Todd is your mother's brother, but, so he paid for her burial. So what? Does that merit an 80-point headline?
Yes.
Definitely. All right. Just asking.
Todd, I don't really think that you can blame the Buchanans, and Bo in particular, for not clasping you to their collective bosom.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want to do is be near Bo's bosom. It's just that when the Buchanans try and frame me for the murder of Georgie Phillips, I get a little upset.
All right. You have my word that Kevin's suspicions will not make it into print in the Banner, okay? It's going to be a lovely party, and Jessie wants you there. I know she does.
Yeah, her and her alone.
No, me too. God knows why.
Oh, come on, they got to you, too. You're one of the Buchanans. They bought you.
No, Todd.
It's true, isn't it?
No, Todd, it's not true. My last name is Carpenter. I'm not a Buchanan, and besides that, I was born a lord, just like you.
No, not just like me.
Oh, shut up.
So you're not mounting the barricades for the Buchanans?
No, I'm not. I don't even want to begin to tell you how angry Clint is with me over that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm very impressed. You know, if you need another spot, you're welcome to come to the Sun as a reporter.
Hey, Pop.
Oh.
About time you showed up, Mr. Commissioner.
Not yet. Where's Clint?
Out on the terrace. What do you mean, not yet?
I haven't been reinstated yet, but soon. Oh, fine. Look at this. Our esteemed congressman. What else can happen to ruin my day?
Where's the party?
This way. What do you call a female Judas?
Oh, hi,
Hi,
Sam.
Vicki, Clint.
Nora, I'm so glad you came.
Someone is.
Boy, tension is in here is so thick you could cut it with a knife.
What'd you expect?
Well, I expected you at least to make a little effort for Jessica's sake.
You might have made more of an effort for Beau's sake. How were things at the Banner?
They're great.
You went with the Drew follow-up as the lead, right?
No. I went with the story about Todd instead.
Kevin, why did you do that? You knew exactly how I felt.
I did, but I checked all the facts. They were confirmed, so I ran the story.
You put him in charge, Vicky. It was his call to make.
Hey, glad you came. Good for you. This is good. This is really good.
This sucks. Manny.
So that is your first executive decision? To stoop to Todd's level, to use the Banner to go after people the way Todd does in The Sun?
Wait a second, I didn't go after Todd. He secretly paid to have a murder victim buried. That's a story.
It is not a headline story.
I have to disagree.
Oh, really?
Really? Now, you're so eager to be even-handed, whatever that means, that you were ready to send Beau up the river.
Clint, that is not true.
Come on, Vicky, you were convinced he was guilty.
Don't tell me what I was. I reported what I saw at the lodge, and I said that if I were called to testify, I would tell the truth.
As you interpreted it.
Listen, all I am asking is that the Banner treat Todd as fairly as we treated Beau. In fact, I've already promised Todd that that story would not appear in print. Besides, what is the big deal? So the man paid for the girl's funeral. What, is that a crime? We all think of that girl as a monster, don't we? The way most people think about Todd. Maybe he has some inkling of the pain that she must have been in to have done the awful things that she did. And maybe he, alone among us, had some sort of fellow feeling for this poor child who was so brutally murdered, which she did not deserve. I don't care what she did.
Oh, Mom, not Todd. No way.
Well, I'm sorry, Kevin. You have no right to make that kind of a judgment. I want you to call the Banner, and I want you to stop that press run.
What?
You heard me. I will not permit that story to run on the front page of my paper.
Will you guys please just stop? Please.
Well, looky here.
Hey.
Hey, where the hell is Pa?
He's inside. Just talked to him.
Good to have you back.
Hey, thanks, Kev. What is this I hear about you two? Huh?
Yeah, it's all true. It's all true. I proposed, caught her in a weak moment, and lo and behold...
I said yes. Go figure.
Really happy for you guys. Good marriage, it's a wonderful thing.
Hi there. I just thought I'd come over to back you up.
It's the pits, isn't it?
Totally.
Oh my, this party's turning out to be more fun than I expected.
Well, it's about time you showed up.
Watch your mouth, boy. You may be on the right track, but you're not far enough along to be that smug.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, I hear things, Kevin. Keep up the good work.
Uncle Beau, please, don't.
What do you got to say for yourself, Manning?
Nothing.
But then again, I don't have to. I'm not a Buchanan.
Oh, look, this is Jessica's night, so I'm asking both of you, don't start anything, okay?
No, it's already started, Vicky. This is the guy that started it.
Bo, please.
I've been reading everything that you've written about me.
Mm-hmm. So did everybody else in this town.
All right, both of you, that's enough. I mean it.
Write one more word about my son. It's going to be the last one you ever write.
Don't just...
Everybody, the commissioner is threatening me.
No, the commissioner's not. I am.
Stop it, please, now.
Todd, come on, knock it off.
Oh, shut up. You of all people. I will print what I want to, freedom of the press and all that. But I'll give you a choice which story I go with. Because either the commissioner is letting his son take a fall for him, or the commissioner's son is a lying, murdering son of a...
Oh!
George, no! Todd!
Nora, hang in there.
Oh, why did I come here to humiliate myself?
Because you love the guy.
Yeah. God help me.
It's okay. You'll work it out.
Either that or we'll tear each other to shreds in the process. Aren't you sick of this?
Sick of hanging out with you? Never.
Sam Rappaport, what am I going to do with you?
No. The question is, what am I going to do with you?
Just shut up! You can just give it up once and you can give me you up once and for all.
Take that back.
You may own this town, Buchanan, but you don't own me. Give me your hands off me!
Simmer down, Todd. Just cool.
He steps this way, let me go, okay?
Oh, you got it. You got it. Miserable scum.
Hi, Todd.
He's been asking for it. You've been begging for it for a long time.
Kevin, leave this alone.
May I please have everyone's attention? If that's not too much to ask, even if it is my own party. I graduated from high school today. And the speaker at my ceremony told us to seize life, you know, take over the world, make it better. And you know what? After this party, I am determined to do just that. Make the world better, because if it doesn't get any better, I'm not gonna be able to take it anymore.
Jesse, wait. Jessica, please.
You got something to say?
No. I think you've said it all. By your actions.
Some party, huh?
He's out of control. I mean, he's really losing it.
Help him out.
Will you just get me out of here, please?
Sure.
Hello, Sam.
Lindsay.
It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your son is?
What's wrong with Will?
Hi, I'm Lindsay Rappaport, Sam's ex.
Nora Buchanan. Hannon Buchanan. Why don't I leave you two to talk? It's okay.
This summer, I'm going to be here.
Why? I thought your big case was over. But of course, some things are never over, are they, Sammy? Are you okay?
No. You?
Oh, I'm in my usual condition. Confused about Todd. Every time I think I finally got us pinned down, he sets off another surprise.
Good or bad?
Sometimes that's not even clear.
Well, I have a surprise for you. I owe you an apology.
Hello, son.
Told him I didn't want to see you.
Well, you know, I used to run this place, so I think they're more likely to listen to me than they are you.
It doesn't matter. I got nothing to say to you.
That's okay. That's your right. I think I have some rights, too, though. I think I have the right to an explanation. You said you came back here because you wanted to earn the name Buchanan.
Yeah, that was a bunch of crap.
I think this is you and Georgie setting me up. It makes no sense to me that you would go all the way through the academy, you know, and you'd bust your hump harder than anybody else, and you would end up graduating #1 in the class.
It sure does. You bought it, didn't you?
You didn't set me up. You set yourself up. And I know why, because you wanted to keep me out of Statesville prison. Thank you. I don't know how, though. How did you get everybody to believe that you killed Georgie?
Hello. Excuse me, do you happen to have some of those frozen burritos that you can zap in the microwave before we're out? Oh, dog.
We're wasting time here. Come on, let's go.
Oh, look, hey, if you want me to help you prove whatever it is you want me to help you prove, then I need some food because I'm going to die of starvation,
Food,
okay?
food. Here, have some orange slices. Have some caramel.
I
Go
don't
ahead,
like
take it.
these. I want something
Well, then
good.
pick it out.
Let's see. I like these.
Look, all I want to do is prove to you how dangerous Todd is, okay? So could we get out of here so I can show you that he quite possibly, no, probably killed Georgie? Where are the flashlights?
We're out.
Great.
You know, why, Max, why
What?
did Drew confess?
To say Bo's bacon.
Why did Bo confess first?
To throw suspicion away from Drew.
Oh, look, they have Yummy Bear Star. Absolutely loves these. I have 2 of these.
You better check the expiration on those. They're probably expired.
What do you think? I doubt it. Couple of candy bars. I got
Here.
this and this. Oh, now these are really nifty, Max. We're gonna do some investigating with these Whoppers. Woo!
Better than nothing, all right? Too much.
There you go.
Hey, Toots. Hate to break your concentration here, but could we get rung up?
You know, Max, I know that everything that you're saying here is logical, but I just can't picture Todd doing something like that.
You just don't want to believe the father of your child is a killer.
And she spends all of her time with Todd these days. Just thank God she's not with him tonight, because if it's true,
We will deal, all right?
I just hope and pray it's not.
That'll be 9:50.
Nora, you don't owe me anything.
Yes.
Much less an apology.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I was dead set against you being on the defense team because of your connection to Todd. And because I was sure that it would cost me my marriage. And what do you know? I lost my marriage all by myself.
Oh, come on. It isn't over, is it?
Not if I've had anything to do about it. Maybe I don't. Anyway, I wanted to apologize for not trusting you.
Well, trust isn't always easy.
Oh, you're telling me. Tell you, this probably isn't my place to say it, especially based on everything I've ever said to you before, but if you have the chance to put your marriage right, and you really want to in your heart, then try. Before the chance is gone.
Told you I have nothing to say to you. I did what I did, and I'm gonna pay for it.
You didn't need to do it. I told you I would find the killer. And don't give me that song and dance about you being the killer, because I know otherwise.
How?
I know my business.
How are you gonna do your business locked up in here? Stripped of your title, everybody thinking you did it?
Well, my plan was to use my son, the cop, to prove otherwise.
Yeah, some cop.
I would just point him in the right direction, you know, give him a nice gentle shove, and then he would use his brains and his skills and his guts, and he'd find the real killer, and I'd be free. But no. You had to do it your way.
No, if there's one thing I have learned in this past month or so, Dad, it is that I am one lousy cop.
Bull.
No, I had this big idea I could come back here and be like you, be a Buchanan. You know, enforce the law instead of breaking it. But you know what? I couldn't do it. And two people got killed in the process. I deserve to be right here where I am right now, letting you take over the job.
The job? You mean the job of finding the real killer? Uh-huh, that's what I thought. You didn't want me to be the decoy, you had to be the decoy. That was your plan.
Yeah. It's a nice theory, Dad, but it's a bit sentimental. You know, everybody else seems to know this to be true, but you're looking straight in the eye of the killer.
Not exactly the way I would have done it, but what the heck, you can count on me, okay? I'm gonna go find out whoever did this. I'm gonna put him in here, I'm gonna get you out.
I know that Todd can be mean and maybe even violent sometimes, but I just can't believe that he would attack a pregnant woman. I mean, if he likes anything, it's children.
Well, perhaps he didn't know Georgie was pregnant.
Maybe not. The way he was riled up when he told me about it probably wasn't. Thank you.
Pleasure doing business.
There's a couple in here before. Unnaturally well-coiffed, strangely well-groomed.
They just left.
They say where they were going?
No. They just talked about some creepy guy they both know. You buying something?
Yeah. I'm gonna buy one of these. Might be useful.
Hi, I just came to tell you that I was leaving. And, Lindsay, it was really nice meeting you, however, briefly.
Yes, it's great to finally meet a legend. You are everything Sammy's always said about you, and more. Well, guess I better go check my messages and see if Will called. Excuse me.
Look, I'm sorry about this. You can see why she's my ex-wife, I guess.
Not to worry. I'll see you tomorrow.
What the hell is going on? I just went to my office. The key wouldn't work.
I'm sorry, Bo. That's not the way I wanted
John,
this
you
to
have
happen.
nothing to be sorry about. Did you really think that it would be that easy to just roll back into your job?
Is there a problem?
Yeah, in the first place, you confessed to a crime you didn't commit, which, as you may know, is a crime in itself, perjury.
I wasn't under oath.
You know, that may be, but now the murder suspect is your son, and that's a flagrant conflict of interest. And, of course, there's still the matter of who fathered the murdered girl's baby.
And you think you can use all of this to get rid of me?
I already did. The governor himself has ordered that Sykes stay on as acting commissioner while you remain on suspension, indefinitely.
You are really a piece of work, Graham.
Well, I'm not the issue. So, considering your new status, I suggest you clear out the office you've been using so that John here can settle into it.
Believe me, Bo, it's not my choice.
I know, John. Take care.
I'll get your key.
Thanks.
Hey, Bo.
Hey.
What are you up to?
I'm picking up what's left of my life. Just need a couple of boxes to put all the pieces in.
So this is where it happened.
This is where Todd did it.
You don't know that. We've checked everywhere from where they found Georgie's body to the door, and we didn't have any proof that Todd was here that night or any other night.
Yeah, we didn't prove he wasn't. Just means we gotta go out there and search again harder. This is definitely where these gloves came from.
Max, you don't know that either.
Oh, come on, it's simple logic. Think about it. Why would Todd keep a pair of fireplace gloves with blood, no less, on them in his office, which has no fireplace?
Well, the penthouse does.
All the more reason not to keep them in his office. What?
That must be your blood.
Which I bet matches the blood on these gloves. The bat was in a canister by the fireplace. That's what it said in your article?
Well, that's what I was told. So Georgie came here, was waiting, and had no idea that her life was about to end, huh? Max, this is really, it really gives me the creeps. This was a bad idea. Let's go.
Okay, come on. Hey, just because a murder happened here. Look, it doesn't mean the place is haunted, all right?
Look, I'm not afraid of ghosts, but I am afraid of killers.
Oh, hey. I'm here You got nothing to worry about.
I don't believe Graham is trying to pull a stunt like this.
He and the governor have been buddies for years. Hank, I'm sure it wasn't too hard to get him to keep Sykes on the job.
Well, I'm not going to support this. I don't care how much he pressures us.
You think twice about that, okay? They can come after you, too. You'd be in the unemployment line with me.
Yeah, well, I'll just take my chances. You are going to fight this, aren't you?
Absolutely not. Graham just did me one heck of a favor. I want to catch this killer, all right? As long as I'm not the police commissioner, I don't have to play by any rules.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I do.
I know, but you do what you have to do, and I'll do what I have to do. I want to spring my son, I want to take that killer, and I want to throw him in the jail cell. That's all. I'll come back tomorrow, I'll get my stuff, all right? I'll see you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
You looking for Sam?
Yeah, I was hoping to speak to him.
I'm Lindsay Rappaport, the ex-missus.
Bo Buchanan.
Oh, so you're the one.
Well, maybe you didn't hear, they dropped the charges.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I meant, so you're the man who actually won the love of Sammy's life.
So the upshot is, Bo stays out, John Sykes takes over the commissioner's office.
Well, that's gotta hit Bo pretty hard. Yeah. But I can't worry about him. I'm too busy worrying about our daughter. You know, Drew's arrest really threw her for a loop.
Yeah. And I know she considered him as a real friend. So was Georgie, despite everything.
And I feel guilty because I'm so preoccupied with my own set of problems.
They were big problems, Nora.
They do not justify my ignoring my daughter. I don't want you to, either.
Our daughter. And don't worry, I'm sticking close to her.
Thanks.
But you know, I am worried about you and Bo.
Oh.
I mean, Nora, you know, I always thought that you guys had such a special marriage. But to watch you two go at each other after Drew was arrested, and that was brutal.
My husband doesn't trust me. You know what he accused me of? He said I didn't care about Drew because he wasn't my own child.
Look, Bo was just angry.
Yes, well, so was I. Well, no, maybe he was right. I always felt that Bo and I were just so close and so bonded that not having a child didn't matter.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
You know, I also realized that Rachel is what's kept us so close, you know, as friends, even after we split up. So I began to wonder if Bo and I were incomplete. Is that why we fell apart so quickly? Is that why I've lost him?
Did you hear that?
Sounded like it was in the cellar.
Oh, great.
Oh, come on, it's just probably a mouse or something. Come on. Look, I'll prove it to you.
No, I'm not going. I don't like mice, and I certainly don't like noises coming from dark places where there was a murder.
When you have fear, look it in the face.
Max.
Come on.
I'm gonna go.
Right. Watch your step. In here? Nope. Musty old dear. What do you think could be in here, huh? Hello, Asa. Oh, yeah. This could be fun. See? What'd I tell you? Look at that. Right there.
Yeah. Hell of a mouse. That's more like a rat.
Oh, man. Great year, too. All right, come on. Let's get out of here. Hey! 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 Come on!
Hey!
All right, come on,
hope that mangy mongrel chokes in his bagel.
I just can't believe that Vicky printed this.
She wouldn't. She didn't. Came from a Buchanan. Kevin, he is the winner.
Just because Todd paid for the girl's burial doesn't mean that he killed her.
You think my grandson killed her?
That is not the point.
Morning.
Morning.
Hi, Don.
Renee, I need a list of names and addresses, all your employees that were working the night of my birthday party. Vicky said that Georgie sent her a message through one of your employees to meet Georgie in the powder room. Now, maybe this girl was an acquaintance of Georgie. I don't know. Maybe she was in on the whole scheme.
Sure, of course. How are you doing?
Well, I'll be doing a lot better when Drew's out of jail and when Todd Manning's locked up in jail.
You're that sure that Todd's guilty?
Are you saying, would I go after Manning just to get my own son off the hook?
Not Bo Buchanan.
Well, I'll tell you, I sure as hell wouldn't lose any sleep over it. The fact is that Manning is in this up to his flappy ears.
No. Well, I've got to prove that, Pa.
Well, we are putting the pressure on it. Holden is tracking Todd like a coyote looking for fresh meat, and he's also roped in Blair.
How you get them involved in this?
I've got Holden doing some digging for me using Blair as a shovel. They found all kinds of incriminating buried treasure your cops did not find.
And you've just been sitting on this information.
But what can we do about it, Bo? Somebody hears about a gold strike, there's a stampede. Holden will not even be able to get near his own strike.
Max Holden is a loose cannon, Pa, and so are you.
Ace is just trying to help, Bo.
I don't need this kind of help, all right? This could blow up in Drew's face. Now just tell me whatever you have, and then I'll handle it my way.
I want to ask you something. What's important? Your way, Bo, or getting your son out of jail?
I went to jail to protect my son. I'm sleeping at your place right now instead of sleeping with my own wife, which means I'm a lousy husband and a desperate father. Don't ask me if I love my son.
Darling, of course you do.
I never said that I was a model father. Were you?
Hell no. I know I didn't do half right by you and your brother. I guess maybe I'm trying to do good by you now. I would like to see you get another chance with your own son.
Just forget I asked that question, Pa, okay?
You got scruples, Bo. I don't. Holden can go to places and do things that would not sit well with you, and they all work. And a Jezebel Blair is going to be very, very useful.
Yeah, but you can't sit on information.
Bo, I am going to give you Todd Manning on a silver platter. I'm not a team player, and my methods, well, you just wouldn't want to put those cuffs back on me when they reinstate you as commissioner, and that they will do. It will turn out all right, son.
Maybe.
No maybes about it.
All right, Pa, you do what you do best. I'll do likewise. I think between the two of us, we'll get Drew out of this mess.
Now, that's the spirit.
And I'll get you that list of names and addresses of my staff.
Thanks, Renee. You know, Pa, really, you weren't such a bad father back then. But I'll tell you, you're a damn good one now.
Oh, Renee, please, no tears. You know something? Where in the blue blazes is Holden?
Oh, I don't know, but if he isn't here within the hour, I'm going to start worrying about him the way you worry about Bo. You know, Max is as close to a son as I've got.
Hey. Hey! How you doing, Bo? You like this?
I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. I bet you Manning doesn't like it.
Yeah.
You gonna keep the heat up on this guy?
You bet I am.
Kev, I want to work with you on this. The best way to clear Drew is to nail the real killer, so what do you say? Let's get after Todd Manning.
I think you're right. The more pressure you put on Todd, the more likely he is to show his true colors. What he wants to do, work with the department?
I'm not a cop anymore. They took away my job. Now they're trying to take away my son, so all bets are off.
Well, wait a minute. There still might be one on the table. We want to prove that Todd killed Georgie. All we have to do is put him at the lodge.
Who knew you were going to meet Georgie?
Clint, and Asa stopped me as I was leaving the party. It's like he knew that something was going on, so I admitted where I was going and why, and all of a sudden Manning was standing right there. He could have heard the whole thing.
What do you mean? Must have heard the whole thing. And that's it. That's the step we're looking for. Because that puts Todd Manning right where we need him to be. Ground zero for the murder.